Good morning, Sevastopol, and welcome back to your weekly Pioneer News. I'm Cole. Today is Thursday, April 27th. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, kindergarten. Prom is Saturday, May 6th. The theme is Garden of Gold. The dance will be from 7 to 10 p.m. and an after party going from 10 to 12 at the Egg Harbor Fun Park. A bus will be provided for students that need a ride. Tickets will be sold at lunch for the low price of $20. In honor of it being Teacher Appreciation Week, here's something a little special for all you teachers.
Hi everybody, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week, but really wanted to take this time to really acknowledge the hardworking associates that work at Sevastopol. So starting with our youngest kids, our early childhood up to second grade associates that work under Mrs. Lama. Definitely want to recognize Mrs. Domino, Mr. Lama, Mrs. Lemke, Mrs. Shop, and Mrs. Lautenbach. They do a great job getting our little kids ready to come to school and ready to learn every day. Mrs. Asher has a hardworking associate team up in the elementary special ed department. Thank you very much to Mrs. Killenberg and Mrs. Whipple for all they do for the elementary school students. Middle school has a hardworking team too, under the leadership of Mr. D. Young and Ms. Ganser. Want to recognize and thank very much Mr. Simons, Ms. Kelsey, and Mrs. McCoy for everything that they do for our middle school students. Moving on to high school, I know that Mr. Horvat and Ms. Ludeman really appreciate the team as well that works with all of the high school students. So special thanks again to Mr. Irwin, to Ms. Laughlin, to Ms. Morrison, and Ms. Cormier for helping all the kids get everything that they need to get ready for graduation. Definitely want to thank Ms. Isaacson, who helps Mrs. Hanson in our speech and language department. It's great to have her a part of the team, so thank you for a great year. In our life skills classroom, who's under the leadership of Ms. Fahey, we have got Ms. Ballman. I want to thank Ms. Hines. I want to thank Ms. Petrina, and also Ms. Rainier for everything that they do for the students in the life skills classroom. Our English language department is very, very busy. So Ms. Saunders and everybody else is very appreciative of Ms. Jackson, Ms. Salisbury, and Ms. Baharona for everything that they do for our kids in the ELL department. We have a new position this year with our math interventionist, and that came along with an associate as well, and that's being filled by Ms. Jolly. So we thank her for everything that she does. Our reading interventionist, Mrs. Hurst, is very thankful for Ms. Orthaber for everything that she does to help the kids with all the reading skills that they need to acquire once they're in elementary school, so thank you. There's a lot of help that's needed in the library as well, so our elementary associate, Ms. Baumgart, thank you very much. And then also Ms. Stenzel, everything that you do to help the students in middle school and high school in study hall. And finally, want to thank our 4K associates. Thank you so much to Mrs. Hain and Ms. Dvorak for everything that you do to help the 4K teachers. Overall, everyone works really hard here at Sevastopol, and I've said it from the beginning, we could not do this job without the hardworking associates and the heart that they have to put into it every day to make the students successful. So thank you and have a great week.
To our unbelievable teachers, I'm so grateful we have this week to celebrate you and the amazing work that you do. Thank you so much for being amazing to our students, to each other. We have the best staff in the state of Wisconsin, there's no doubt, and I appreciate everything that you do. We are so fortunate for everything that you do here. Thank you, and you deserve more than just a week of appreciation, a whole year, but thank you.
I like Miss Bowers because she's my neighbor and she cares a lot about kids' education and their literature and everything, so yeah.
What I appreciate about Mr. Slice most is his unrelenting willingness to help kids understand. He makes them think in different ways and always tries to get to the right answer, but in a lot of different ways, and sometimes if one student doesn't understand, he can spend a little bit of extra time. It's really helped me in my math career and in life in general.
Something nice about Mr. Noon is he always explains the math really well.
I'd like to say thank you to all the teachers and the aides for all the hard work they do all year long working with our kids and getting the best from them. It's a challenging job, especially in these times, but they keep in there and they do a great job, and we wouldn't have a great school without them, so thank you.
I appreciate Mr. Larson because he makes choir fun and it's really awesome to just go into a classroom that's very energetic.
We appreciate Miss V because
She's always there for us.
Miss Peterson is a very great teacher and very kind.
I appreciate Mr. Carlson because he shared lots of his wisdom with me.
I like
Miss Bly because she teaches us cool art, how we make art.
I appreciate Mr. Carrier because he's kind, funny, and he supports me.
I appreciate Mr. DeYoung because he's really nice and helps me out sometimes.
I appreciate Mr. Frank because he gives good advice in weight training.
I like Miss Ganser because of her outfits.
Mr. Harrell is a great teacher. He's really patient. He's always happy with everything. He's trying to be fun every time, and he's really cool.
I appreciate Mr. Kim because he knows his art stuff.
I appreciate Mr. Herbert because he's a good teacher. He's appreciate us, and yeah, good.
Mr. Judas puts up with me and he's pretty funny.
I like Mr. Margraf because he actually takes up participation points when he tells you to do stuff and you keep doing it.
Miss Asher is a very kind teacher. She does fun projects with us and tells us how to fix corrections.
I like Miss A because she's nice.
I appreciate that. He's a very realistic man, hardworking, and he helps me and my other lazy friends, get to work. He teaches us how to be strong, independent men.
I like Mr. Horvat because he's always pushing me to do better things and complete my work.
Alright, Miss Hasenhager has helped me, I never really cared about trumpet or band that much when I was at my old school. And then once I moved here, Miss Hasenhager really pushed me farther than what I thought was expected of me and farther than what I thought I could do, to the point that I'm where I am now.
Miss Ayer is a really nice teacher because some days we stump the student when we're done with the packet, and if you get the word right in the first or second try, you get a piece of candy like a Starburst or a Tootsie Roll. I like Mr. Sharsky because he's nice and funny.
I love Miss Kruger because she teaches us new things and she's kind. Some nice things about Mr. Skibba are he's awesome and he's very nice.
I appreciate Miss Liu for helping us with our math.
One thing that I like about Mrs. Neiman is that she never loses her patient and is always so kind to us.
I appreciate Spets because she is always there when I need someone to talk to or to spell check all of my essays.
I love that Mrs. Burr is very organized.
I appreciate Miss Maransky because she knows how to help me.
Mr. Clyde is the nice teacher. She teaches what she's supposed to. She likes to eat salads.
So he's a funny and really generous guy. He teaches you a lot of things. I really enjoy his class.
I appreciate Miss Wiesner because she's organized.
What I appreciate about Miss Shire is that she lets us read whatever we want to.
I appreciate Miss Lumen because she's helpful.
My teacher is really nice. Her name is Mrs. Shader. Thank you.
Dina Sanders es simpática, muy amable y muy linda.
Miss Thomas is the best because when we get stuff right, she'll let us have a treat or stickers because she has these star stickers. And the kids that can't have chewy candy get to automatically have a lifesaver. And the kids that can't have candy at all get a star sticker. And we love Miss Thomas because she's the best teacher.
I appreciate Miss Anderson because she's always caring and gives us food in class.
Miss Bortle is the world's best teacher because she is nice and calm.
What I appreciate about Miss Brandt is her honesty and her thoughtful conversation. On the van ride to forensics, she always initiated and she always shared her unique perspective with us.
I appreciate Mr. Young because she lets me go to her 6-hour gym class.
Thank you, Miss Grotter, for being patient with us and making sure that we have what we need to follow your directions.
Miss Lama does good teaching.
I appreciate Miss Cotty because she speaks very well in front of the class. She explains it very, very good. And she's just an overall great teacher. She always has a positive attitude and she's just amazing.
I appreciate Miss LeClaire because I love her.
She's the best teacher. She's a really good teacher. Our teacher helps us work. She's kind.
I appreciate Mr. Paul because
he's always willing to help and he makes class a fun environment. Love you, Mr. P.
They like the nice
I like music and tracking.
Here's keeping you on your toes. Take it away, Waylon.
White or dark chocolate?
Dark.
Why?
I don't know. Hot cocoa.
Okay, thank you. What is the meaning of life?
To follow your dreams.
It's very inspirational. White or dark chocolate?
I'm gonna go milk.
Milk. Why milk?
Because it's milky and I love milk.
Sounds good.
$20 now.
Yeah, make sure you guys buy a prom ticket. What movie character would you be and why?
I gotta think. Okay. I'd be the guy from The Blind Side so I could actually be good at football.
Me too. Cole, what is the meaning of life?
You know, you're really catching me on an inspirational day, Will, and I appreciate the question. The meaning of life, it's not just a set thing. It's different for everyone. You know, some people have different goals and aspirations, and it's important to follow those. So, you know, the answer is not the same for everyone. Be unique. Overall, be unique. Be yourself. That's all that matters.
What is the meaning of life?
To not die.
I agree. What is the meaning of life?
I agree with Jasper. Just to live.
Sweet. White or dark chocolate?
What kind of dark chocolate?
Generic dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Why?
It's delicious.
Sounds good. What movie character would you be?
That's a tough one. Probably from American Psycho.
Patrick Bateman?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Literally me. What is the meaning of life?
It's what you make it.
That's very inspirational. What is the meaning of life?
To grow and change as long as you can.
That's very inspirational. Thank you. White or dark chocolate?
Dark. Who eats white chocolate, bruh?
Why do you prefer dark chocolate?
I don't know, homie. I don't eat chocolate, really.
Sweet, thank you. White or dark chocolate?
White.
Why?
It's different. I wasn't sure the question when you asked it.
Oh, okay. What is the meaning of life?
I don't know, just live it the way you want. No.
Nice. What movie character would you be?
Batman.
Are you literally Batman?
I wish I was.
Me too. What's your favorite video game?
It's not school appropriate.
Why not?
Fortnite's my favorite game.
Sweet, thank you.
Have you ever wondered what we do at DI?
We're hosting a Destination Imagination showcase on Sunday, April 30th.
Doors open at 1 p.m.
All of our teams will perform their solutions for the public.
We will perform at 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Pick the time
that works best for you.
On top of getting to see what we're all about, you get to support our trip to Globals.
We will have a silent auction with many cool items, concessions, and a raffle. All donations are welcome.
Please come out and support us.
Now it's time for your weekly motivation with Mr. Schaefer.
Good afternoon, Sebastopol. Today's motivational message is a build off of our earlier message about winning is good, but what you gain from your experiences is what is the most valuable. So one thing we always want to be careful about is, for example, we don't identify ourselves through winning or losing. We don't identify ourselves through the sport that we play, because it's great. It's great that we participate in sports, play instruments, jobs that we have, career paths that we go, what kind of student we are. Those are wonderful things. But really, the point to all these activities that we do and the things that we're involved in is who we become in the process. So really work on making sure that no matter what you're going through, what you're experiencing, and what you're involved in, that where you really take your greatest joy or get your greatest joy is all the great things that you're developing and learning through the way, such as persistence, hard work, commitment, dedication, being a great teammate, putting others above yourself. Those are important attributes, more important than winning, because those skills and those things that you develop are going to help you later in life. Have a great day. Dominate the day, Sebastopol.
Guys and girl at the desk, what do you got for sports this week?
Welcome back to another pristine week of Friday highlights.
We've had a packed week of sports, so let's get right into it with the softball team, who played a doubleheader at Peshtigo last weekend. But they came up short, losing both games 12-2 and 8-6.
They also played Michigan at home, but ended up losing 15-2.
They also had a doubleheader at home against Search on Tuesday. They sunk those Clippers 3-1 and 9-1.
Moving on to the baseball team, who also had a doubleheader at Peshtigo last Saturday, lost both games, with the score being 9-0 and 11-5.
They also had a doubleheader against Sturgeon Bay at home on Tuesday, but ended up losing 12-2 and 18-8.
The golf team had a meet at Vernon Hills on Monday against multiple schools.
Our girls soccer team played at NEW last Thursday, where they left with a victory, 1-0.
They also had a home game against Freedom on Tuesday, but ended up losing 3-0.
And that's it for a week of sports. Here's a list of the upcoming sport events. And that's it for your week. Adios.
Thanks, guys. Let's hear a good one, Mr. J.
What do you call it when a group of apes starts a company? Monkey business.
Great one as always. As always, thanks for joining us. Have a great day and stay classy, Sevastopol.
Today for lunches,
popcorn chicken,
fries, and
fruit cocktail.
have a great day, Sevastopol.
In honor of it being Teacher Appreciation Week, here's a little something special for you guys. In honor of it being Teacher Appreciation Week, here's something a little special for all. In honor of it being Teacher Appreciation Week, here's something a little special for our youth teachers. That sounded goofy, didn't it? In honor of it being Teacher Appreciation Week, here's something a little special for.